Alright, we are live.
We are.
Okay folks, what we're doing, I'm just going to move that one a little closer so then we kind of overlap a little. Okay, forward a bit so they don't fall off. Sorry about this folks. Alright, how's that?
Align and shine.
Bit better? Okay, so we're doing two things again. Thermomix live cooking day. What is cooking good looking? I can't see you in this one. I've got my girlfriend here, Shona, staying here at Shona's place. So we've got the Thermomix outside the caravan and we're going to make up a little bit of a storm. So we've got a few things happening today and we've got the oven on. We're actually proving some bread at the moment. So we're under the pump to get this first part done so we can get the bread in. So, okay. First things first, we are making some lemonade scones and then we are going to make some strawberry jam the healthy way.
Yeah.
And our scones are going to be gluten-free as well, of course.
And we won't have the lemon in
and
the,
dairy-free.
in the aid. We'll just be soda water.
Yes, exactly. So the healthier scones, the healthier jam, and we're going to get going straight into it. So start. Let's turn our beautiful little machine around here. So turn the oven on, done that. Okay, lightly sprinkle a baking tray. I'm going to do this a little bit later because we don't have the space for it. So that is there all ready to rock and roll. Alright, we're going to start with some self-raising flour. So this flour, let me get my spoon. Anyway, so when we tear, your machine should automatically tear itself, but out here on wobbly tables and inside on the caravan it doesn't tear very well, so we've got to be very still. So if you see me tearing a little bit more often, that's why, because we're on wobbly tables. Now I've made this Zoe, can you get me a spoon please? See? Live action, right?
So funny.
So, what we're going to do is get a spoon. Thank you, my lovely. Now, I have made this recipe before, and rather than doing the full amount, did you get me the measuring spoons too? Okay, please, thank you. Rather than doing the full amount of just the flour, I'm actually going to reduce the amount down. There we go. So rather than 300 grams of self-raising flour, I'm actually reducing the amount down to 250, and then I'm actually doing the last 50 with psyllium husk. And it's because I've tried this recipe out before. Being gluten-free, the scones can get really like heavy and dense. So I've worked it out by putting the last 50 to 60 grams being psyllium husk, makes them a lot lighter and just as delicious.
And I've not tried this recipe yet, so I'm super excited.
So close.
Being
There we
gluten-free as well.
So you can see, you might not be able to see very well, but the green light has come across and it's ticked to say that that's how much flour I've ticked in correctly. So what I'm going to do, I'll just give that screen a quick clean. I'm actually just going to go back to my settings and make the screen a little brighter so that hopefully you can see. Yeah, see, I'll turn it all down while we're inside the van. Okay, back to where we're at. Now we need, because we do, I'm just using my plain flour, okay? The plain flour I use as a general rule is the Well and Good. I do not like corn. Corn doesn't really like me, I should say. So I use that one, and I just have plain flour in my house and in my van. We're limited space in the van anyway, so I just have plain flour.
You're talking about gluten-free plain flour? Or just
Any flour in general.
Yeah.
So when you use plain flour, you can convert it to self-raising flour by just doing 1 cup of plain flour to 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Okay, so that was about 3 cups worth. So I'm going to do about 3 of these worth. Okay. So there's handy little hint for those travelling in a caravan with lack of space. Just save you some more space. Alright, so now we're doing the cream. So this is the cream that we're using to make it dairy free. It is a plant-based flora thickened cream. So we're going to tear that because I used the other stuff in there. Alright, we want 130 grams. I'm going to go really quiet while I'm measuring so I don't go overboard. It's kind of like when you're parking your car, you turn the
and your tongue's
turn
in
the volume down. There we go, 130 spot on. And it says lemonade, but we don't use lemonade, neither of us like all the sugary crap in the lemonade, so we're just going soda water. And here's one we prepared earlier.
I love soda water.
Do you? It's better than lemonade,
1
isn't
gram
it?
off, and we're going to try to put another gram in. And then just a little 2 pinches of sea salt. 1, 2, and I'm just using the Murray River salt. I quite like the flavour of that one. And tick, we hit next, and now it's going to go to the knead function. Okay, so it's already preset, we just press play.
Yay.
15 seconds on this is all we need to do.
And we don't need to do it ourselves.
How easy is that, hey?
And in 15 seconds, Bob will be
Mess
out.
I've made. Anyone would think, oh, the kids have been cooking.
Too funny.
You guys are like kids.
So
We are like kids.
now what we do, this
You
is
might actually eat it.
This is our Thermomix mat. I've just put flour on it. I should have shown you first, but this is my Thermomix dough mat. See that? So this helps you to actually do your flour kneading or whatever you need to do on this surface so it doesn't get stuck. What I'm going to do is I might go a little bit more in that, a dash more liquid I think. And then just another quick.
What was your...
Are you still live? Let's go back the other way.
Yep, we're still...
That way, we're still live.
I'm just going to...
A technical problem. The iPad fell off.
Every iPad will not.
Hopefully it's not cracked and broken.
Mine will not be because mine has a case.
I'm going to try and do it so it...
We just put it ground level and stick that baby in there. Sorry about that, folks. I need it to get the angle looking down so that you can see things. It's not going to happen.
I'm just going to hold it. Oh, if I can unstick it. Hang on.
Okay, so this is where we are at with the dough, and I'm just going to turn it upside down onto our mat. Just use the end of the spatula and turn it like that, and it helps all the dough to come out. You know, it's a little bit stuck, and that's one of the things that does happen with the gluten-free, unfortunately. It's a little bit more cloggy than anything.
Dylan, gentle with the handle, honey. Good girl.
Make sure we get it all out. Almost out.
Ooh, now it's come undone again. Hang on.
Technical issues. There we go. So just going to bring that one into a ball. It is a little bit crumblier. I don't remember it being this crumbly last time. But we will make it work.
Try and get this in a position where...
Still fixing up the iPad. Okay. So this is where our baking tray comes in. Using the Thermomix baking mats. Just going to put it on my tray. once I've actually got the dough mix into a bit of a clump together, I'm just going to transfer it onto my baking mat. And I will be able to move this and show you a bit more what I'm doing. Okay. So I've got it like this now. And now I'm just going to flatten it down a little bit. You want it about 2 centimetres in height. You don't want them to be too thick. They're not going to rise the same way that traditional floured scones will rise. But you want them to be thick enough so that's easy enough to get into them. So that's all I've done. And I'm just going to semi-score these. I'm not going all the way down because I don't want my mat to be cut. I'll do the rest of this now with the blade part of my spatula because that's soft and silicone and I know it's not going to damage my mat. I'll go the other way. I think I'll just go through this direction. Now you can put a little bit of milk or a little bit of egg or a little bit of water on the top to sort of brown them. Just telling you now that the gluten-free doesn't really brown the same way. So I'm just going to get a little bit actually in here. And I'm just going to go like this and then Shona's going to go and whack them in the oven.
Sure.
Which
I feel
oven?
like I'm not doing anything.
Which oven?
Your oven.
So you
Here we
said
go.
your oven.
Whack away, baby.
Do you even have an oven?
Okay.
Do you have an oven?
So now what I'm going to do is just going to quickly pre-clean this. So give me a second. I'll be back with some water. Totally unattended.
You used it from the top.
So a little bit of water and a drop of dish liquid, or I'm actually trialling out these dish liquids, well, not washing sheets. So I just get a little bit of a washing sheet, pop it in, and
Mama, are you talking to yourself?
we need to cook them for 10 to 12 minutes. Can you set a timer for me, please, Shona?
Yep.
Pre-clean, and we're going to pick the dough function.
Are you guys talking to yourselves?
Talking to
You're
people
still
on the other
videoing
line.
it though. You haven't put it on stage.
Okay,
Stage.
so that's now doing a bit of a pre-clean for us. What I do need to get is a cloth and some spray. Can I get the green cloth and some spray, please?
Me.
I really need a full kitchen service outside, don't I? Anyway, so the next thing that we're going to actually make is the jam. So while these are in the oven cooking, this is where we can get the jam all ready to rock and roll. Okay. Spray and clean of everything. And we're going to bring the jam recipe up next. So I'm going to my week of recipes, into my menu planner, and that's where I will find it under today. A few things planned for today. I'm actually going to make berry chia jam. So,
Is that one on guard that I can smell?
no, it's this one here. So, ready for our next ingredients.
I can just smell something clovey.
That's this.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, that's got cloves in it, yeah. We'll let the dish liquid and try all these ones out.
Ah.
Right. that's going to take about 6 minutes to do. And then I'm just going to pop inside and just give it a rinse out as well, just make sure it's completely clean. But the Thermomix TM7s from here clean so much better than the TM6s when they do the pre-clean. I've noticed that. So that's a big win for me. Alright, these are the strawberries that we have. Just grab these ones from Woolies. It's the organic strawberries. So with us in the caravan, we have 2 people that are gluten intolerant and 2 that aren't. And we only buy, we only buy gluten-free pastas, spaghettis, and everything is predominantly gluten-free. My husband is away a lot for work, so when he's away, we just make it really simple on ourselves and just eat everything is gluten-free. All our evening meals are gluten-free. Our sauces that we make, or our sauces and powders and stuff that we buy, we just get the gluten-free option, which is easier. And then the 2 that aren't gluten-free, they just make their gluten-free flours. So we've just got a big bag of their flour, and they just use that and make their own stuff gluten-free. That's all goodness. I'm getting a bit confused here. So Shona, you want one of these TM7s now, don't you?
I do. Need someone to buy my soup.
She's got a TM6 up for sale. It's only, what, not quite a year old? She wants the 7.
It's called fear of missing out.
I'm just going to have a little stuff on that one. I reckon that'll be pretty good. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Apart from the mess that I have made around the outside, can you see how clean that actually looks there? So I'm just going to quickly take that one in, give it a rinse down, and I shall be back. Do you want to entertain them, Shona?
Entertain them. What about you, Dylan? Do you want to entertain them? We got anyone live on the call? Not at the minute. Not that we know of.
There's 1, 2.
What's your favourite song, Dee? Christmas songs?
Taylor Swift.
Oh, Taylor Swift. So how does that go? How does that go, the Taylor Swift one? Which one? Shake It Off, or is that the one you like? How's it going? Dylan doesn't want to sing Taylor Swift at the moment, but it is her favourite song.
Alright, so here we are. I'm just going to give it a dry. Let's go to the recipe. Can you press start for me, Shona? So we're going to do berry chia jam. I have always made this, I don't know, for a very long time now. I haven't cleaned the jug on the outside. I'm not worried about the outside just yet because we're just going to clean again. But I've always made my jams at home with just using your chia seeds as the gelling agent rather than like pectin. I don't put sugar in. I like maple syrup instead. And that's pretty much it. You can use another sort of different type of gelling agent, agar, which I've got today to use. Somewhere there, yep. So, alright, we're going to start with 250 grams of strawberries. Now I've got the frozen ones, it does say fresh, but it's much as much as what you can do.
Mummy, not touching anything.
Right, and then the next part actually says, I'm just going to skip that one, another 250 grams. So I'm actually doing all of the strawberries and the raspberry quantities together. That's a compliment. Oh, a little bit extra there. That's cool. So now I'm just going to go back a few steps to here, set as my current step. Okay. Now we're going to pop the lid on. Do you want to press play for me?
Play?
Yep. easy. Let's chopping them all down. And then I'll be scrape down the sides.
2 seconds. That was like 2 seconds.
I'm going to do that again because it didn't chop them all up. So I'm just going to go back to the step before, mark it as my current step. Oops, oh, I just did that again. I'm speeding through this for the oven. Chop it down. There we go.
2 seconds.
Lots. That's a good. Yep, pop that lid on. Okay, so we've already done the raspberries portion. The raw sugar, we're actually using maple syrup instead. Make sure you use 100%. Leave that off. 100%. And I'm just going to go, no, it says 70 grams of raw sugar. Just going to do about half of that in maple syrup. Doesn't need much. I like it to be quite tart, the strawberry sort of taste. And then the agar, and it is 1 1/4 teaspoons. So this is the one going in, and the water. Everything you do there. How's that? Tip that one. Next. All right, let's pop the lid back on. Make sure we line it up at the centre and play. So now that's going to cook for 8 minutes, and then once that's done, we're pouring it into some jars. And we've got these 2 size jars here. I think this one was from a coconut oil and a Vegemite, gluten-free Vegemite. So we've got our jars ready to go in afterwards. Cheese seeds in a little bit too. What else do we need? I think that's it for now. And then the only other thing we need to do after that is whip up some cream, to have cream on our scones.
Yep.
Did you put a timer on?
Yep.
How long have we got left?
I'll have a look. It's on the oven. It will turn itself off.
All right, if we can keep the oven turned on at 200, so the bread can go straight in. That'd be awesome. Thank you. Okay, if you're on, pop a message in the chat or the comments and let us know who you are and what's going on, because I've got dirty hands. I can't actually get to the comments and the buttons. So, as I said before, we are making lemonade scones, but we're doing it gluten-free, dairy-free, and without the lemonade, we're actually making it with the soda water. And then we're going to treat ourselves to a bit of the soda water afterwards as well. And we're now making chia seed jam. So chia seed or strawberry jam is what we're making, and we're putting the chia seeds in there to help gel them up. The cream we're doing is this lovely cream here, so thickened plant-based cream. So that's what we'll get happening soon. Agar is a Lotus brand. You can get that from health food shops. You'll probably get that on Amazon. I've not seen it in supermarkets. It's a little bit more...
The timer just went off, but I think it might need a little bit more.
Let's have a look.
Maybe.
No, I think they look pretty good.
Okay.
We'll give them a go anyway. And
here they are.
Mark and Lex, you can go put the
How much can I see? Mommy,
It's hot.
All right,
so
watch out. No, Dylan, watch out. Very, very hot, baby. Very, very hot.
Now the oven's still on 200.
Yep, perfect.
I think I closed the...
Oh, look at that. Can we just show them that?
Can you go check that I closed the oven door? Pretty sure I did.
If it closed...
Here's our gluten-free bread from
Wow.
the additive-free lifestyle. This is their signature white bread. And look how much, it started off about, probably about that level. And look how far it is now. Oh, yum. Okay.
And that's
Put it in the
regular
oven.
bread? Like, not gluten?
White bread. That's gluten-free.
Oh,
That's the gluten-free one.
one?
Yep. a little bit sort of spongy. Ah, it's so hot. A little bit sort of spongy. So let's hope that they're done. I can probably cut the smaller one up.
They're hot. I can smell it.
Oh yeah, that little doughy bit.
Do you want me to
Good.
whack it in?
Smells good, but it's hot.
No, that's alright.
Alright.
Not too bad.
No idea.
Mm.
How long did it go for?
Not too bad.
Mm.
Can I try?
That'd be nice with a little bit of butter.
How long can I try?
Just got to check how long the recipe needs for the bread, because I'm using my iPad.
Mom,
Oh,
I don't
Okay.
care if it's been on the floor
50
for
to
like
60
10
minutes,
seconds.
honey.
Okay.
Let's set a timer. Okay. So here is our gluten-free scones, and we're just starting to nibble on them.
we need butter.
We've got another about 3.5 minutes left here on our.
Jam.
I'm pointing at the scones. Go this way. Can you see that? There we go. Don't see dough. About 3.5 minutes left on our jam. And then after that, we're going to do cream. Might get going with the cream in your 6.
Oh yeah, over
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Oh,
It might be
I
easier.
don't know that I've washed it, but I'll have a look.
Always.
You know what it's like.
Always wash your TM6s, your machines. As soon as you finish using them, wash your machines.
We don't.
I've taught you that. I've taught you that you need to, haven't I?
Not me.
A little helper here today. Come and say hello. You might have to jump up. Oh, there she is. Say hi.
I
This
did
is
that,
Dylan.
yes. I did that, like,
All right. Just under 3 minutes left to go.
I showed them my body like a week ago.
Tomorrow in Darwin, we are actually having a showcase, and we are going to do a few different recipes there for everyone who is local, that wants to come along and check out how the TM7s work. So it's at Stewart Park between 5:30 and 6:30. So if you are in town, please come along. Send me a message for all the info. And feel free, if you know anybody else who might benefit from a Thermomix, who is interested or looking for someone to get them from, then tomorrow is a really great opportunity to invite them along too. So please feel free to do that one. Just over the 2 minutes to go. We then have to add the chia seeds in, I think. Let's double check the next. Yep. So we're adding the chia seeds in next. And giving it a quick whiz, and it's a teaspoon measure, so I'm making sure I've got my teaspoon cleaned up.
I'm going to do a helper.
And Shona's, meanwhile, she's got her TM6 starting up there. She's going to actually do the whipping
I
of
have
the
to
cream.
clean it because they haven't
Okay,
cleaned
well,
it.
she's
I
not.
don't even know how long the food's been in it. To be
Okay,
honest.
so what not to do?
Why not? Just see.
Alright. I think we're going to get cut off very soon.
Low battery.
Yeah.
But we'll come back when we're...
If we do get cut off, we will come back once we charge her up, okay? And we'll finish off with another device. So hopefully we get the jam out for you. And at least we can try a scone
Yes.
without the cream, and then we'll show you what it looks like with the cream afterwards. How does that sound? Okay. Oh, down to the last final 30
And
seconds.
we're going to do our own butter, like our own plant-based butter.
Yep,
While
later
we're
on.
here.
You're not
Yeah.
even on the screen. Come this way. Come this
While
way.
we're here, we're going to do plant-based butters.
We've got a lot of
cheeses.
plant-based stuff that we're going to try together.
Yeah.
Because one of our killer things that we keep going back to is the cheese.
I
That
love
is the
butter.
hardest thing for us to get
I
off.
always eat butter.
The butter that we have been using is the Nuttalex brand,
Seed oil.
which, yeah, it's, yeah.
We won't go there. It's better than nothing at the moment.
Slowly reducing, getting rid of.
These are so nasty.
Simple, healthy upgrades,
Yeah.
right?
Alright, so let's just spread
Wow.
down the sides.
Big.
That's so cool. Oh, smell those strawberries.
Okay, so I'm going to show you on the screen. Now, the thing about the TM7, what you couldn't do with the 6, you couldn't do that because you'd burn yourself silly. And I don't know if you're going to get a good... There we go, there's a best view
Smells
that you're going to
divine.
be able to get. How's that?
It's like chili seed, isn't it?
Now we're going to put chia seeds in. We need 3 teaspoons of our chia seeds.
Which one?
And this
This
is
one.
going to help gel it. You're going to, no, please don't mind. It's okay. Just leave it for now because it's upside down.
We're going to go under the table.
Chia seeds,
Have you been on this one?
tap, and we're going to mix.
You're gonna try?
It's not going very fast. It's only going speed 1 and reverse, so you don't officially need to put the cap on, which I'm not going to right now, but I will put the cap on my chia seeds because I can see something happening there. I feel like we're cutting in and out at the moment, so it could be because the Wi-Fi's starting to go funny, or it could be that I'm losing battery. We're down to 2. I think we're going to say goodbye now, and we will come back with the finished product. How does that sound? Thanks for tuning in. Oh no, might get it up.
Oh, maybe. Almost press the button.
Alright, I think we'll cut it off and we'll come back to you very soon.